if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed.
Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm actually going to do a plan with me, sort of. I'm going to set up them weekly using my insert that I was showing you guys before, that I created and uploaded on the website. I'm going to actually set this up for the week, and then I will be adding it to my Stalogy. So I'm going to do that on camera with you guys, and I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to be using this particular kit from Harriet Wright Designs. It's a couple of years old now, and it's on vinyl paper, but it's beautiful. It's got rose gold foiling, neutral colors, it's got pumpkins, and all of the great things that we love about fall. And I just love how she adds so much to her page. But it's got a lot of beautiful foiling in here. I did go ahead and added some numbers just from Robo Roku's like extras sheet. I didn't have any foiled rose gold numbers that I could put in here, so I just opted for the black. So it's fine. As long as I can see what the numbers are, that's good enough for me. So let's go ahead and start off. So this is what the insert looks like. I did make it very light gray boxes, so they look like they're floating. And I'm just going to go ahead and start adding my boxes in like I normally would. I'm going to start with my sidebar first, which is this front flap here. I'm just going to turn this so that I can see, and I'm just going to add it. I'm trying to center it as best as I can. Let me see. There's no guarantee that I can pull this up because it's vinyl. Oh, I knew it. Vinyl does not like to let go. Once it loves you forever. I think that looks all right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my sidebar all the way through just to have it done. So I want to add in, I've got some headers here. I've got these options of headers and I have these options of headers. But since the boxes match so well with this particular color, I'm going to use these on my sidebar instead, and I'll use these fun, like actually decorated ones to line the top of my week instead of the ones that match this exactly. So I'm going to use these to kind of separate my sidebar a little bit. Just going to peel them up. Hold on. It's hard for me to manipulate these with a whole sheet of paper. But okay, and then I'm going to add in this box so that I can put in my meals for the week. All right, and then I'm going to put one of these. Let's do this pink one. So I mentioned in my other video that I'm not sure about school. I feel like I just don't know I mean, I'm in school now, but it just feels like I don't know what I'm doing with myself as far as career choice. So I'm indecisive, and I don't know that I want to continue in the program that I'm in, just because I don't want to get myself into something that, I don't know, maybe isn't what's making me happy, you know? And then I'm just going to be wasting my time and money doing something that isn't what I really want to do, I guess. I just don't want to be unhappy if I can help my choices, if that makes any sense at all. I don't want to just like, oh, I'm just going to do this because whatever. And then I'm miserable and, you know, husband has to deal with the aftermath of me being miserable and complaining and all that stuff. So I just kind of want to figure out what I want to do with myself and like what is the best way to pursue this and make sure that every choice that I make is going to be the best one for my future, because you know, at the end of the day, you have to make sure that everything that you need is going to be taken care of. I mean, you know, you got to think of retirement and all that stuff and just things that you don't want to think about, but you should. So that's kind of where I'm at with the whole school thing. It's so stressful being an adult. I must say, it's so stressful. Like, you wish you could go back to be a kid. I do. I know for sure I do. I wish I could just go be a kid again. Of course, when you're a kid, you want to be an adult because you don't want adults telling you what to do. Okay, I used to have meal, like these little meal things that I made years ago. I used to have them in rose gold, but I don't have any, so I just have to use gold. And I'm okay with mixing metals. I'm really not that picky about it, to be honest, because I just don't care. I think it's nice to mix in a few different colors here and there sometimes. I just don't find it to be a huge deal. So I'm just going to put this here to mark my meals. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with my date covers next. So behind the flap is Monday. At least that's how I always do it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the other half, which actually gets glued down into the book. So just put this down. The reason that I even came up with using these in my Stalogy, when I first got the Stalogy in 2021, because that's the first one I ever did, I loved being in there, journaling and all the things. It was really fun. I enjoyed it so much. But you know, halfway through the year, I missed planning so much. I missed it. I missed using sticker kits and all of that. And I was like, man, I really miss using that. And then I thought to myself, man, what if I put an insert in here, you know, like, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, how would that work? Because I had many inserts, but there was one insert I remembered from 2018 that Jasenia had made, and it was this one. And it was a TN one, so it was like for travel notebooks. And he had the flap, and I was like, wow, because I don't know what it is, but I've always loved the little flap thing. Don't ask me. I have no clue. I just loved it so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. But she only did that insert for that 1 month, and she said it wasn't popular, so she didn't bring it back. But I still had the file from 2018, so I just went and looked it up. Like, I found my file that I paid for, and I cut it, basically. I just cut it so that I'd have this one, like the whole layout that I could fold and print and do, you know, do my own thing with. And I started putting it in my Stalogy, and it gave me a way to still have my, you know, basically I could still plan like I used to when I had my traveler notebook, but I still had my Stalogy, so it was like the best of both worlds for me. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add in my, well, actually, I don't know which one of these I want to add, because it's going to be like, they won't really fit all the way through. Well, this big one might fit here, and then the small one will kind of fit there. Okay, let's do it that. So I'm going to do, let me see the full boxes. You know what? Maybe I should put the full boxes down first, and then I can decide which washi I want to use, because I was thinking of doing these pumpkin-y type ones, but maybe we need the mauve one. No, I think I like the pumpkin one. Let's do the pumpkin one. So I'm going to try my best to cut them like we were doing before. Where is my little... I use this to cut them a lot, and this is, I got this at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. It's for like a personal. You just snap it into the rings, like a little, I guess like a tab, but I just use it as a, like a guide, I guess. So let's see if I can do this. This is harder to do than I remember. Okay. Okay. I'll just cut this. I hear the crunch of paper. Did I cut it too much? Oh, it looks like it's kind of okay. I didn't cut it the best, but I think it'll be okay. I'm not the best at cutting the vinyl with this tool. It's kind of a pain because you don't want to break the paper, and I guess I didn't push hard enough. See, like that one cut fine. It's more of user error more than anything. So anyway, I printed this very light because I wanted the floating box effect look. I think that looks really pretty. And that's kind of why I draw them into the Stalogy too. Like I kind of like that floating box effect. I just think it looks clean and aesthetically pleasing, but it's not always the best because the color choices they're not always the cleanest. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit so it doesn't look so terrible. Just cut off this part that looks janky. These tweezers are really sharp, so I tend to mess up the paper a lot with them. Like, they're super sharp. I can literally feel it go in my skin, like in the skin, and pull it up. Okay. I know you guys y'all must have been screaming at me like, you idiot. I used the wrong strip. I was supposed to use the long one on this side and this the short one. But we're gonna just make it work. We're just gonna use the long one now. Sometimes you just make life harder than it needs to be. And I am talking about myself. Alright, so let's see. I'll just put this down here. I'm really excited for the holidays though. I think this year is going to be great. I know for sure we're going to hang out with family for Thanksgiving that we haven't hung out with in so long. Oh no. No! Oh my god. This is why you use the short side. Okay. This is turning into a disaster. Hold on. Please don't tear. Please don't tear. Oh, I hear it tearing. Dare I use my undo? You see? Disasters happen everywhere to everybody. It's not just you. Oh, man. Who would have thought? I didn't even think that that would happen. I'm glad I caught it on camera for you though. So you can see that not everyone's perfect. I don't know if I can cut this without it falling over again. Sheesh, I didn't even cut it right. What a disastrous video. Okay, y'all just bear with me. I don't know how I'm making it through. The ideal thing should have been, what I should have done is cut it before I started this. It should have been pre-cut, ready to go, into the sized strips that I need. That would have probably saved us all headaches. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, yeah, so the holidays, I think they're going to be really good. At least I hope. And I also hope it gets cold this time. I've been really miserable with the idea of all of those hot Christmases we've had. Like, what's that about, man? That's not what I want. I want it to be cold. I like to wear sweaters and layer up and be cozy. I like that. Okay, so it came out okay. I mean, knowing especially that I've completely ruined our experience. It's typically not this hard. I don't know why I make everything look so difficult these days for you guys, but usually it's not that bad. So I don't know what's happening, but okay. So we've got that going, and just okay. Let's go ahead and cover this up. Put down my full boxes next. All right, I typically like to go the way it already is set up. I don't usually change it much because I feel like they do a good job at skipping where things go. But I have one box that won't be used at all. So let me see. That one's pink. Let's go in with this one first. And I'm just going to put it in the middle. Well, what I roughly think the middle is anyway. I'll just go about here. And then go with this pumpkin. Now, I like the pumpkin a lot. Let's move. Let's do a scarf. And then we'll do the pumpkin. So yeah, I'm hoping that the holidays are really good this year. Just because I feel like we've had a pretty rough, we've had some pretty rough lessons, I feel. I mean, we've had a lot of deaths and we've lost people. And I think that sometimes when that happens, it kind of wakes you up a little bit, you know? And you realize the things that matter and the things that don't. And so I'm hoping that happens for all of us. That we... Ooh, I think I want to do this one. I want to do this one. I just think that when you lose someone, sometimes it changes you as a person to the point where you feel like, you know, you want to be different. And we need that so much. So I'm really hopeful that that is what happens. Ah, vinyl, why? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. There's not much I can do. I mean, I could do the undo again, but... Alright, I will. Just use the undo. That's what they make it for. I'm gonna flip it this way just so that I can... Oh. Okay, so of course you have to wait for this to dry. The thing about the undo is it works. It really does get everything out, but I feel like it leaves residue, and the sticker residue and stuff. It can be kind of, you know, I don't know, gross, sticky, annoying, that kind of thing. Okay. So I think that looks quite nice. All right, so now I'm going to put in my, I have this box left over. I'm going to use it for the following day. I'll show you because I will set that up on camera too. So I have these little ones, but I'm going to save them for my journaling page, I think. I was going to put them over top, like over, I think it would be cute, right? If I did the leopard one. We'll wait until the end and see if it's too much or not. I'm going to go ahead and put the headers in just to cover that line and make it look nice. Oh, look, I had another box here that I could have used. It's not foiled though. Like this one, they all have foil minus that one. I'll use it on my other page. So I'm gonna go in and get these headers and lay them across the top. Like that. Some of the headers are always longer than the boxes to me. I don't know why. Or maybe my boxes are smaller. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I hope that it's cooler out by the time October gets here too, because I think I want to be Wednesday for Halloween this year. And my husband was going to be the Joker, but he changed his mind. He's like, no, I think I want to be something cooler. And I'm like, who's cooler than the Joker? No, I mean, honestly, I don't know. He wants to be something different, I guess, but I'm glad I didn't order him a purple suit or anything. But I think I want to be Wednesday. And then I was so happy to find out that they are coming out with that Wednesday show, and I can't wait to see that. I think it comes out in September. It should come out September the 22nd or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I am very excited for that show. I will be watching that for sure. Okay. Okay, that looks cute. I like it. Let's see. So, does this have a weekend banner? I didn't even check. It doesn't look like there is a weekend banner. Let me see if I have a rose gold one. I have one rose gold one left. So I will use this one. I need to make more of these. This is from a printable that I ordered years ago, and I just foiled them all the different colors. So I have quite a few different colors of these. I liked it a lot. I don't know, just adding the weekend banner is just cute to me. It's very exciting, and it lets me know that this is the weekend. The rest of it's like serious, and then this is the weekend. And I dropped, hopefully I don't need that the rest of the time. Okay, so there it is. It's all set up. This is how it will look. Very simple, very quickly. I've got my sidebar here, and then of course you've got the whole week. And then as I progress through, I'll obviously be using all of the things to, you know, fill in what happens. So let's go ahead and insert this into my Stalogy. Okay, so this is what my Stalogy looks like currently. It's set up for fall, and I've got my fall bucket list, and I have my introduction here with my full year calendar and my September calendar. And if you guys watched my setup of the September calendar, then you'll see that I did remove this and I fixed it, like I straightened it out. Then we got the menu and my vellum with my monthly introduction to the week, which will be this, because we're gonna glue it in here. Okay, so what I do for this is I use my Tombow permanent adhesive, and make sure it's on the right side, and I am going to tuck this in, and it might stick out a little bit, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind, if I'm quite honest. So First thing I'm going to do is add the glue. I heard that the dots are a lot better than this, than the strips, and I believe it because the strip can be pretty kind of finicky and like, you know, it's not smooth all the time. It bumps up like that. I think eventually I will switch over to that once this runs out. Okay, so make sure this is right side up, like so. And then I'm going to flip it upside down because I'm right-handed and I want to make sure I put it in correctly. So I'm going to put it in as close as possible. Okay, so now it's glued in there and now it closes like that. And now it's like this. And it looks pretty good. It's not actually hanging off just yet, but as the book gets thicker, it will be harder to not have it hang out, if I'm honest with you. So this is what it looks like when it's closed because I cut this one. You know how this this one flap is that annoying flap that's really short? So it's shorter, but I don't care that you can see this. Also, if you close it properly like that, it looks even. It's just that the book's kind of open. But so now when I go here, I'll be able to pull it out like this to plan my week. And if I want to plan this side, the way I do that is I flip this over to the other side like that. So I can write now on any of these pages. And also, like if I really want to be finicky, I could flip this one over right here and I could just write that in. And then I decorate this section. Usually I'll decorate it with something. I usually print out pictures and then I would put it in there of, you know, things I want. Like if I wanted to, I could do this one where it's the Jasenia thing and I can just write in the books that I'm reading or whatever. I haven't decided exactly what I want to put here yet, so I'm just going to leave it for now. But I will go ahead and set up the first day so that I can journal in here. And in my other book, I've already journaled since it was for August. I did journal 29, 30th, and 31. So I'm just going to start with the first here. So I'm just going to decorate this for the first. Let's see. I'm going to use the washi strip and this pretty floral box. I'm going to use a short one. Like this. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it now so we don't have to deal with an accident. If you don't want the page to wrinkle up, don't force it. Just kind of like slowly let it go. If you pull it tight and you like force it, you'll get like this weird bump thing that you can't get rid of because the paper's scrunched up, if that makes any sense. Okay, so alright, let's use our last full box. And then I like to put it here. Sometimes I like to layer it. Do I have a floral that I could lay this on? Because that would be really pretty. Let's see. I have my journaling stuff right in front of me, so we'll just take a quick look through there and see what I got. I have these. This is Easter. I don't want to do Easter. And this could go, maybe. Let's see. this is pretty, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I might just leave it as is. Right? Sometimes these have flags. Let me see. I don't know if I saw any, but we can look. No, it doesn't look like I have any flags. Okay, we don't need to overcomplicate it. It's not that big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and put it here. And then what I'll do is I'll add one of these florals over there just to give it a nice touch. These are kind of old. I got them in 2021. So we'll just put this, we'll just put it here like that. And then we'll add this guy over here. Okay, and then I can write in my to-dos and things like that. I think that looks really good. So, okay, so this is all really that I would be doing, and then I would count out the rest of the days. So I would just do 4 days for myself, and I usually I'll put in the date. I don't always decorate them. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't, just so that I can decorate them as I go. And then I'll either journal here, or I'll do a to-do if I need to, or it can turn into a daily depending on what I need. But that's really it. And then of course I will decorate this part here and go from there. So quick flip here. I have that little card. So we've got the OkyPlans vellum for fall. I've got my fall bucket list, and I've got this beautiful, I thought this was really cool because it's got skulls and pumpkins and ghosts, but it also has like this very fall-esque look to it, especially because of the neutral tone. So I really liked this, and I made this to go with it. Like I paired them together. And then I just added this vellum in between just to break it up a little bit. And it says Fall in Love. So we've got that. I got my yearly there that I created, and then I've got my September calendar that I also created with my menu that I created, and then I've got the vellum and the Coffee Monsters Co. freebie with the washi, and then my insert, which now will be decorated beautifully like this. So you pull it out and you can see all the beauty that is the stickers. And I always like, when I do these pullouts, I always like using the leftovers to start at least the first page that goes with it, just so it looks pretty, like it flows together, because it's the same, you know, it's the same set, basically. So yeah, that's it. That's all that I was doing today for this. And then, of course, as I progress on, I will film more for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
My bed, think you're something